Hey everybody, just gonna fiddle with the generators a little bit. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing all right? Let me bring you up here a little closer. Hey Charles Cruz, Blondie's Adventure. Everybody doing all right? Just gonna show y'all a little bit of the stuff that we do on our generators or any small engine when it's set up for a while before we start it. I'm doing good. Hey Matthew. Let me get a bottle to catch. Waiting on the hurricane. Yeah, I know. The last bit I saw on the news a while ago, it's looking more like it's going to be a little closer to me on the coast. Hey, Junkyard. I didn't have time to work on a video. Today's my video day, so I figured I would just shoot a live up while I'm out here peeling on the generator. Hey Midwest. No, we're not supposed to excuse me, evacuate, but I couldn't evacuate if I needed to. I can't leave all my cows. If I leave my cows, that's like leaving your bank account information out in the public. As soon as we leave a tree or something, we'll tear the fence down and the cows will be out and everywhere. Yeah, y'all guys hit the thumbs up if you would. Hold on one second. I'm going to try to turn this camera around so y'all can actually see better. I'm going to bring y'all up here. When I take a lawnmower, generator, anything that's been setting up a while, before I ever try to start it, I pull the bowl off. So if there's any trash in the bowl, I can get it out instead of sucking it up into jets and stuff. That's just what I do. Yeah, no, I couldn't do it. There's the other generator, y'all. That's our generator that's got so many views on YouTube. I cannot believe it. Still can't believe that generator has got so many views on it. But there ain't no gas leaking out. Let's see what's in this bowl from it setting up. And if we would have tried to start it, actually, it's not too bad. Let me see if that's loose in there. Actually, there is a decent amount in there. So if I would have tried to start this thing and run it, it would have sucked that right there. All that would have went in my jet in the carburetor, and more than likely I would have had trouble with it running proper, and I would have had been working on it. So maybe, seems to work good for us, and it's not like it's a hard task to do normally. I have tried to do it before and messed the gasket up though, and put myself in a different kind of bad situation. Yeah, I was saying a while ago, the last update that I seen is looking more and more like it's gonna come very, very close to us now, instead of staying off of the coast. But the way they guess, it seems like, I imagine it's a hard job trying to predict how something like that would move and work. Alright, let's cut the gas back on and see if anything's leaking. Alright, I don't see no leaks. Let's move all this stuff out the way and we'll turn it around and see if we get lucky and it'll fire up on the first few attempts. Gas is on. Choke is on. Let's see what we get. Make sure I didn't miss no comments. That was pretty good there. Hey Mark, that generator's last time it was started was probably 3 months ago. So that, I cannot believe it fired on the first pull. That was very lucky. This is the generator for those of y'all that have seen that video. I just always wondered if a car muffler would make your generator any quieter. And them old Tecumseh engines are very loud anyway. I was trying to find that date code on this thing. Right there it goes. That generator is, hold on. It's right there's the date. Get where you can read it. 2/18 of 2000. I bought that generator to use at the racetrack. I'd be scared to guess how many hours is on it. But a lot of people tell me to buy a Honda. And I understand that Hondas are very good. But it can't last no longer than that one's lasted. But it is loud. It's very loud. But the muffler didn't help it. It actually quietened down the exhaust noise, and then you heard a lot more of the engine rattle. So now I'm probably fixing to snatch that car muffler off of there and put the factory muffler back on it. So if I have to run it for a day or so during this storm, I won't worry about nothing vibrating or anything and breaking the head on that motor. Shouldn't break the head, but it might. I can't quite see all of your comment, Mark. The sound of that motor should mean blank something. Ready in case of emergency. Yeah, we try to be ready. It's hard to be all the way ready for this kind of stuff. For those of y'all that's not in this area where you get these hurricanes, it's something totally different. I don't think there's no chance of us getting that kind of flooding like we've been getting for the past couple years. Hey, Ontario ag guy. I think so, buddy. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna be no chance. Hold on, I'm trying to put you back in the tripod. I don't think there's no chance of it being the flooding like we normally have been getting the past few years. Yeah, it's hard to fight. All you can do is try to be prepared. It's hard to be prepared to be out of lights for 4 or 5 days or even a week at a time. Then if our lights is out, more than likely the wells that we have at the cow pens is out, so we have to haul, like a lot of people told me to, on the video for that generator, to put plywood around it, and I know that'll actually help quieten it, but that generator has to be mobile to carry it from cow pen to run water wells to make sure the cows have water even if the power's out. most of the time, even if the power's out and the electric fences is not working, most of the time the cows respect the fence, even if the power's out. You have the most trouble with your smaller young calves. Hey Doug, how you doing, buddy? We have a lot more trouble with the little juveniles. Where the older cows, you know, they've already built respect for the fence, and it's hard sometimes to get them to move when you're trying to move pastures with them, and they used to where the fence would be. If you take the fence down and try to push them through it, it's hard to push them through there sometimes. I sure will add squared. I sure hope that we don't need it, but we have in the past have a bunch of trees or something that we have to deal with. But I'm hoping that we get spared and it goes over pretty easy. And the reason I done the live tonight, y'all, is I normally do my video on Tuesday, but I've been so busy today that I wasn't able to make a video. So I figured I would just bring y'all along for a few minutes out here in the shop while I'm piddling on stuff. Hey, Smoky Mountain Hiker. I appreciate that, buddy. I tell y'all what, I don't know if y'all can see that little mini bike is sitting right behind that generator that I put the 212 on. That thing busted my hiney Sunday right before the live stream. Hey, Farming Life, how you doing, Eric? Yeah, that little thing put me on the grass. Yeah, in the past few years, we've been getting hammered with, like I said, the amounts of water, the trees and stuff down. It's pretty easy to deal with, but when all the other people that's flooding their houses and stuff, that's terrible. It was weird yesterday how that hurricane come to a complete stop like it did. I don't think I ever can remember ever know anything about a hurricane coming to a complete stop like that. Hold on one second, guys. I'm fixing to move y'all around here. I'm trying to get you. Hold on. Trying to get you moved around where I can sit down for a second and get that sun out the camera. Got a tractor at your dad, your brother-in-law's, and one at your father-in-law. All you gotta do, Junkyard, is send one up here, buddy. And I'll keep it right on after the hurricane. Keep it limbered up for you. It's amazing how that sky has got that thing so blurry, but it's not even bright looking that way. Yeah, I know you told me to come get one. That come and get it'll be fine. It's gonna be hard when I gotta give it back though. That's when it'll get real tough. Turn out to be your favorite. Didn't I see you say earlier, Junkyard, that y'all thinking about leaving before the storm? We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Yeah, I thought I saw earlier where you said something about y'all might be decided to to leave to get out the way of the storm. Wife and kids are leaving in the morning. You gonna hold back a little longer? It would be hard for me to leave if I didn't have animals. I mean, I reckon if it was sounding bad enough, I would sure try to push my wife and kids to go ahead and go though. It will be hard to leave. We finished that one field that was second cutting, and right now we're ready to start third cutting. We've got right at 100 acres of hay that we're working this year. Right now, actually about 90 acres, because I let some of it go. As soon as the hurricane's gone and the weather's good, I'm ready to start cutting. I've been ready for 2 weeks now to start cutting. The eyeball's gonna be about 40 miles from the house. But it's making landfall right by you. That's what I seen too, junkyard. Go down with the shit, Mr. Steve. Yeah, I want my wife and kids safe too now. Yeah, they keep cheating it right on in and in and in, the way it's been looking. If any of y'all guys is older than I am, have y'all ever seen a hurricane come to a complete stop? Like the hurricane did yesterday? Got something on my phone. Yeah, I've never seen one do that. That's got me plumb amazed, y'all, that the generator cranked while I go on the first pull like that. About looked staged, didn't it? But y'all saw me take the bowl off and there wasn't no gas in it. We've had real good service out of that Champion generator there also. My wife and kids got me that one for the camper when we was doing a lot of camping. And it'll run, it's pretty efficient. Said he can't find a record of one stopping. I know, I've never seen one do it either. You got the same generator? I'm seeing them now where you can get them, that same generator that'll run on gasoline or propane. Yeah, I see them, this gas or propane now. That would be pretty neat. We went to the grocery store yesterday and there wasn't nothing to be got. So if you needed something, it was slim pickings at the store. Is that fan blowing in that microphone real bad? Do I need to move my phone or turn that fan? I've got to finish putting I got to do some welding on it, where I had to move the bracket that holds the back fender, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and put a torque converter on it so so it takes off smoother and don't make all that clanging and rattling like the clutch on it does. And far as for me to ride at the racetrack, it'll be perfect like it is. But I'm tempted to try to build that motor and put one of them kits in it. I've seen on here that you can get up to like 22 horsepower out of that 6.5 horse motor. That might make for some good videos. Hey, Real Brooklyn, appreciate you stopping in, buddy. And when I go to weld that back frame, I'll probably go ahead and pull the motor and stuff off. We might paint it up, might not. Hey, Brack 6, appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, it's already put me in the dirt Sunday. You don't need to be no faster. You can see me in the cloud. Wreck it. No, that thing's... It's already pretty tricky. That thing pops a wheelie pretty easy. Hey, Pewview, you doing all right, Ted? No, it's not supposed to be here until late tomorrow or Thursday, I believe. I just didn't have time to make a video today, so I figured I'd get out here and show y'all guys the way that we check something before we start it the first time when it's been setting up. And we pulled the bowl off of that generator that's been setting up about 3 or 4 months, and it had a right good bit of trash in it, and it started on the first pull. And if I would have started it, there's a good chance I would have had trouble with the trash getting sucked up into jets. You come off the snowmobile doing 70. I don't want to come off of nothing like that, Mr. Steve. That's why when we get that snowmobile down here from you, which golf cart I decide to put it in is gonna probably have a cage on it, so I can get up when we crash it. Same generator for dry camping. Yeah, I was telling them earlier that I've had good service out of that little generator. Yeah, the cage would be a good idea. Yep. That's what I want to tell them on that generator there, that people tell me to, buy the Hondas and stuff. Man, them little Champions is pretty quiet too. It might have sounded loud in here earlier when I cranked it up, but that's in the building with it running. Had a hopped up Snow Cross Arctic Cat. Yeah, if that thing hadn't have threw me in the dirt Sunday, I'd have probably got out there and rode that thing and let y'all see it do some wheelies. Cops don't like it at 3 a.m. at Watkins Glen. Yeah, that's the old blue one that I mess with. It's very loud. I know, I bet my neighbors was hoping that car muffler made it quieter. But the good thing about being in the country like we live, you don't have much neighbors. If it aggravates somebody, it's aggravating me. I'm trying to come up, mosquito, trying to come up with a good plan for when we put that 500cc snowmobile engine on the golf cart, I think it's going to tear the rear end up pretty quick. So we're trying to go ahead and get a plan together as far as putting the axle up under the back so it'll hold it. Have a good one, Junkyard. Be safe, buddy. Two of the neighbors have come over and stocked the beer fridge. That's all you need there. Put tracks on the rear. We've narrowed the rear ends up to go in race cars before, and I thought about, you know, trying to narrow like a Toyota rear end or something up. Just got to see how all the drive system and stuff works on the snowmobile. I've never had my eyes on a snowmobile other than YouTube or TV. Has a studded track on it. Yeah, I'm going to take that thing and rip it across a field before I take it apart. I'll be one of the first people to ever probably ride a snowmobile here in South Carolina. Like a sport bike. We used to have a 1000 Honda CBR sport bike. That was a casket on wheels. Put a slick track on it and wheels and drag race it. I can put little wheels on it like you're talking about and just ride that at the racetrack for a pit bike. 929RR. Warm house is awful fine. Oh, nah. Yeah, I bet. We don't never get much of the way of snow here. Like I said, if you see an inch on the ground, everywhere you go, you'll see somebody dragging something behind a four-wheeler or something with people sliding on it. Well, guys, I ain't gonna stay on here long. I just wanted to get on here to put something up today on my normal day. But when or if the storm gets here, I'll be probably doing some lives from whatever we're getting in the storm, and we'll probably make videos. Be careful, carbon monoxide. Alright, Rodrigo, we sure will be careful with the exhaust. Give me word. I appreciate all y'all coming in, and like I said, when the hurricane gets close to us, y'all look for us putting up some lives. Y'all have a good week. Stay safe if you're in the path of the hurricane. Y'all have a good one.